Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a new court date is set for the husband and wife charged in the death of 10-year-old Jaden Spicer in Breathitt County. And two men convicted in the killing of Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers will not learn their sentence until next month.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here on this August 20th, and it is 6:30 this morning. Time for a check of our weather with Megan Dusmal on this hot Wednesday morning. That heat will come and go, but it's not fall yet.
No, it's not fall yet. We still have to deal with the hot and muggy conditions for a couple more days. Starting off with your Wednesday morning, we're still going to see those slightly hotter than average temperatures, upper 60s, low 70s, and then upper 80s this afternoon. Unfortunately, we'll still be in the 80s for the next couple of days, but the 70s are in the future, so we have that to look forward to as you're heading into your next work week. But this morning, the main story will be a little bit of some rain chances that we're monitoring, some scattered showers just outside of the WYMT viewing area. We'll see if that continues to move over the next couple hours, but for the most part, it has not made any movement in the past 2 hours. So not too bad of a start to your day. We will see those chances for scattered showers increasing as we head into the afternoon, though, and storm chances for especially our Virginia counties this afternoon and evening. Amelia.
A new court date is set for the husband and wife charged in the death of 10-year-old Jaden Spicer in Breathitt County. Felicia Gross, Jaden's mother, is charged with his murder. Her husband, Joshua Gross, faces a list of charges including complicity to murder. Both are scheduled in court on September 5th. Their charges came 1 week after Jaden's body was found in a shallow grave. Investigators say Felicia Gross admitted to giving him sleep medicine that she says led to Jaden's death. His funeral is set for Thursday. Two men convicted in the killing of Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers will not learn their prison sentence until next month. Crystal's boyfriend at the time she disappeared, Brooks Hauk, and Joseph Lawson will now be sentenced on September 17th. They were supposed to learn their punishment on Thursday. The judge in the case says the court moved the date because Joseph Lawson has been dealing with serious health problems. The jury recommended Lawson to serve 20 years in prison while Hauk spend his life in prison. A third man convicted in the case, Joseph Lawson's father, Stephen, was sentenced to 17 years in prison earlier this month. Governor Andy Beshear is banning selling a drug that Attorney General Russell Coleman has called designer Xanax. The drug, called Pramozolam, is no longer being sold in Kentucky. Attorney General Coleman says it's dangerous and unpredictable and linked to nearly 50 deaths in the Commonwealth. With the new policy, law enforcement will have the ability to arrest someone who either owns or sells the drug. Attorney General Coleman is leading a group of more than 20 attorney generals in this policy push. West Virginia has filed a lawsuit against a pharmacy benefit organization over the opioid crisis. Attorney General J.B. McCuskey calls the organization the architect of the crisis in West Virginia. The lawsuit against Express Scripts was filed on Friday. Monday, McCuskey made the announcement, saying Express Scripts played a pivotal role in the crisis by its efforts to keep its role hidden from the public.
Was how many people were losing to this crisis. And so the main goal here for me is to get past this issue, have the resources we need to solve the problems that we have so that the stories that are written about West Virginia are, look at our incredible national park system, look at all of the incredible economic opportunities that we have, and hopefully in the very, very near future, look at what our public schools are doing to produce people who are ready for the new economy. And
McCuskey says Express Scripts considered with opioid manufacturers to incentivize having them prescribed. Laurel County deputies say a London man faces multiple charges after hitting several trash cans while driving intoxicated. The sheriff's office reports 59-year-old Charles Earl Nance was arrested Sunday night on Pleasant View Road. Deputies say Nance was unsteady, slurred his speech, and smelled of alcohol. He's charged with DUI, driving on a suspended license, and leaving the scene of an accident. Nance was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Also in Laurel County, a man is accused of being high on acid and causing a disturbance. The sheriff's office is reporting that deputies arrested 44-year-old Dustin Newman Monday morning on Old Way Road. Deputies say Newman was outside yelling and creating a disturbance, and an investigation determined that he was under the influence. Newman was charged with public intoxication, controlled substances, and lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. Apple Red Legal Aid is offering free legal clinics for May tornado survivors. Disaster response attorneys and pro bono legal volunteers will offer expert legal help for a successful FEMA appeal. Apple Red's pro bono and disaster response teams will be set up on September 23rd from 9 to 3 at the Laurel County Courthouse and on September 24th from 10 to 4 at the Pulaski County Public Library.
We are all working together to keep survivors, just make sure that they have that hope. That's been a really hard thing for a lot of folks to deal with after, dealing with 3 disasters in a very short period.
Bailey says while it's not required, it's best to call ahead of time and have documents ready to provide at the clinics. The city of Pikeville is working with community partners to clean up the area waterways and promote adventure tourism. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has a look at yesterday's river cleanup efforts.
The city of Pikeville is working to boost tourism on the Leviza Fork River, rolling out the 3rd community Tired of Trash river cleanup.
You're making a difference. These tires aren't accumulating. These are old tires from the past sins of our ancestors. So what we're doing now should no longer be an issue going on to the future.
And who better to tackle tires than the University of Pikeville's football team?
It's a blessing for sure to have those partnerships and have community sport, and that's what it's all about. It's what it takes to get jobs like this done.
Half of the football program showed up to the river Tuesday, treading through the water to pull more than 200 tires from the Leviza, continuing the tradition of lending bare paws to the annual project.
Last year, we actually pulled up 500 after we were done with the whole session from the 2 times that we went. So that's a lot of tires, but yeah, we put them up.
Some of the local student athletes say it is a great way to give back, while showing the freshmen some of the area's natural tourism attractions.
Being from here, this area, especially the tourism area, a lot of what we do around is like hiking and trails and stuff like that, and riding the river. So to be able to help with something like that is really huge to help this community out. Oh boy.
All setting the stage for the city's community cleanup Saturday, which invites folks to bring their boats and hit the water to help get the tires to dry land without a lot of the heavy lifting or manual labor.
Look what this little group of 100 could do in 2 hours, I think, 200 tires. So if it's something that, everybody complains about this place being trashy and this, and if you want to make a difference, I say get out here and do it.
They say tirelessly working toward a better tomorrow can start with a slew of splashing students.
We're trying really hard.
But consistency takes an entire community. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The community cleanup kicks off at 9 o'clock in the grassy parking area behind Fazoli's and the Pikeville Fire Department's Station 2. Organizers hope to eventually expand the program into other areas of the county. Well, a teacher in Perry County has made it to the final round of a special nomination. Davina Baker is a teacher for Perry County Central High School, and she is now a finalist for this year's Kentucky Teacher of the Year. Baker oversees the biomedical program at the high school. The program acts as a pathway to help students who are interested in the medical field.
I actually had a student contacted me and said, "Hey, this is awesome. By the way, I sent in your nomination," and it brought tears to my eyes because it's someone who says, over 4 years, you've impacted my life for the positive. You've changed the trajectory of where I'm going. You have gave me an outlet to achieve dreams that I didn't have before.
The finalist banquet will be on October 7th in Frankfort. The top finalists from elementary, middle, and high school will be presented. From those final 3 selected, an overall Teacher of the Year will be announced. And we did also speak to one of the co-principals of Perry County Central High School, Dr. Michelle Ritchie. She says Baker prepares her students for the health field, and it was no surprise to hear that she'd been nominated by a student for this honor.
She's a phenomenal teacher. Parents, anybody would tell you that she'll do anything for her students, and she really pushes her students in a way that they appreciate. You know, in the beginning it's like this is a lot of work, but in the end they appreciate that they're ready for college, they're ready for the health field.
Baker is a top 3 finalist for the high school division, and she'll find out on October 7th if she made the overall top 3 finalists. Then the Kentucky Teacher of the Year will be announced, and we do wish Mrs. Baker luck. Well, we'll soon be feeling some of those annoying fall allergies. One doctor with Cleveland Clinic says typically fall allergies appear right around Labor Day. Doctors say if you know you have seasonal allergies, start taking medicine 2 weeks before your symptoms typically begin. That way, your body can adjust properly and get used to the medication. Over-the-counter meds can help counteract sneezing, runny nose, watery and itchy eyes. Health experts also say it's important to know when to see an allergist.
If they continue to be miserable, so the medications aren't working over the counter, or they're actually having troubles with daily living. So they're having shortness of breath, they're coughing, they're wheezing, any of those types of things. And there's so many other options that allergists can utilize to make people feel better.
Doctors also suggest limiting time outdoors when pollen counts are high, like early mornings or on dry, windy days. When you do come inside on those high pollen days, make sure to change your clothes and take a shower or wash your face.
We're still staying nice and clear in terms of the rain this morning. We're watching these little pop-up showers that have not made much movement over the past couple of hours, and we will see some return of rain chances as we're heading into the afternoon and evening hours, especially for our Virginia counties. Now, in terms of temperatures, though, everyone will be sitting in a mixture of the upper 60s and low 70s this morning. This afternoon, we'll be looking at the upper 80s. It's going to be yet again another hot day all across eastern Kentucky. But what you need to know is you're heading off to the bus stop this morning, temperatures in the low 70s, and on the way back home from school, well, we're going to be looking at some chances for those storms and temperatures in the 80s. Amelia.
Well, thanks so much for joining us on Mountain News this morning at 6:42. Research shows millennial and Gen Zers have been moving away from online dating. We have a new way dating app is taking center stage.
Travel